All right, let's dive into one of the biggest misconceptions out there that young people face today. This idea that going to university guarantees you a high-paying job. It's like this societal rite of passage, almost a tradition reinforced by parents and the education system that seems a bit stuck in the past. Back in the day, that was often the reality. But here's the kicker. That's not the truth anymore. Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're automatically heading into financial success. So today, I want to talk about 7 side hustles that anyone, particularly students, can start diving into now. These could turn into something huge.
Wow, so you're saying that just having a degree isn't enough anymore? But what about people who have really specialized degrees? Like, do they still have a good chance of getting high-paying jobs?
That's a great question. Sure, some specialized degrees, like those in medicine, technology, or engineering, can still lead to well-paying jobs. But listen to this. You can't just bank on that alone. For many, solely relying on that piece of paper can spell disappointment. I didn't come from a wealthy family, and I wasn't an academic superstar either. But my side hustles transformed into multi-million-dollar businesses. It's essential to think creatively about ways to earn money in our fast-paced world.
That's incredible. I mean, I hear so many stories about people who just, started selling stuff online or doing, just random things and turned it into massive incomes. Like, what's the secret?
Exactly. It's more attainable than many realize. So let's kick it off with the first side hustle. Faceless, short-form content. There's this young guy, Daniel Bitten, really inspiring. He started creating content for fun on Snapchat when he was just 13. Fast forward, and now he's making $500,000 a month without ever showing his face. Wild, right? The platforms, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, are all vying for content creators, making this an exciting time to tap into that world.
Whoa, so you don't even have to put your face out there. That's sort of like those mystery box YouTube channels, huh? But how do you even begin something like that?
Great etiquette. There's more depth to it. You simply need a phone and an internet connection to get started. The key is understanding what engages people, creating hooks that really grab attention. I'd rate this hustle a 4 out of 5. Some might think it's just quick and easy work, but it involves some psychological insight.
I wouldn't have thought of that. So do you just make a bunch of quick videos? That sounds so fun. But, what if I run out of ideas?
Exactly. But it calls for creativity and consistency. Now let's move on to the second idea. Investing. While it might not seem like a side hustle in the traditional sense, it's still a fantastic way to generate income. I have followed a dollar-cost averaging strategy for years. Basically, buying into markets regularly, no matter if prices are high or low.
Oh, I've heard of that. But can you break it down a bit? Like, how does someone even start investing? I mean, it sounds so intimidating.
Absolutely. Today's fintech apps make investing super easy. You could start with just $1. It doesn't need to be daunting. You can invest in both your side hustles and the stock market simultaneously.
That's so cool. It sounds way less intimidating than I thought. What's the third idea? I'm eager to hear.
I'm glad you asked. The third idea is Discord server building. This kid, Chris Peters, is projected to rake in about $15,000 a month just by managing these servers at age 19. Discord can cater to so many different communities. It's like a digital cafe where people hang out and chat.
Whoa, I didn't even know it could be that profitable. Like, what kind of communities are we talking about? I imagine there could be some wild interests out there. Maybe like cat enthusiast groups or something?
You'd be amazed at the niches. Everything from gaming to cooking to niche hobbies, it's vast. Plus, it's relatively low cost to start. Then we have online coaching. There's Jack Jefferson who, after leaving a $70,000 job, shifted to online fitness coaching and is now raking in about $7,000 a month.
Fitness coaching sounds like a pretty cool gig. So it's not just fitness, right? You can coach anything online? What about art or music?
Exactly. You can coach in virtually any subject. The online coaching market is booming. All right, let's jump to the fifth idea. AI animation. Mercy, who does animations for my channel, is pulling in between $8,000 to $10,000 monthly. The demand for AI capabilities right now is just off the charts.
Whoa, that's wild. What kind of tools do you even use for that? And is it hard to learn? Like, do you need to be tech savvy?
You can use tools like ChatGPT and Midjourney. There's a learning curve, but with practice, it can definitely pay off. Now let's talk about reselling luxury items. Ben Gallagher transformed reselling into a massive $7.2 million success in just a year.
Millions from reselling? Like, what, how does that even work? Is it like eBay, but with fancier stuff? Like, I could sell my old designer shoes?
Yes, exactly like that. It involves knowing how to identify genuine luxury items and understanding market trends. Lastly, we have online writing. Adam, for example, is earning over $10,000 monthly writing content for blogs and influencers.
That's really cool. I mean, I've always thought about writing, but I didn't know it could lead to something like that. Do you need a fancy degree for that?
Not at all. If you've got a way with words, it requires minimal upfront investment and potentially leads to significant income. Each of these ideas opens doors, and with dedication, trust me, you can find financial success waiting on the other side.
Wow, I feel so inspired. I might just start my own side hustle today. What's the first step?